swore an oath to support him with the hope that they themselves as a people hope to obtain control of all Gaul. Okay, and we said the problem with that was what?
Rome wants to obtain.
Yeah, Caesar wants to obtain control over all Gaul as well. Da-na-na. Okay, in this next sentence, what do you think my subject is? Okay, you know it's something that... Okay, go ahead. Aya and what? Okay. Okay, and then this est goes all the way over here with enunciata. Okay, so we got this matter, or this thing, talking about what? Yeah, this plan, right. This thing was announced to the Helvetians through evidence. So what's Caesar saying? What's Caesar saying here that he didn't say in the last paragraph? Maybe that Orgetorix persuaded people because of his speech, but when they went and presented it to the people, they gave out reasoned evidence. Why do you think that they did that?
You can't just tell people, hey, go die for us.
Yeah, he doesn't want there to be mutiny, right? Okay, so we got this thing was announced to the Helvetians through evidence. Okay, by their own customs, they compelled Orgetorix to say, or to plead his case, that's an idiom, from chains. Okay? So, that tells me that they figured out that Orgetorix was plotting a conspiracy. Right? Well, else would they...
Is it pleading his case from chains?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
He was chained up
Oh.
like a prisoner.
So literally chains.
Literal chains. Okay, then we got, it was fitting, and that also sets up an indirect statement. That punishment follow conviction. This is an indirect command. That he should be burned with fire. Okay, and the note says, since many tribes recently have been ruled by kings, okay, and they figured out his conspiracy, they instituted this harsh punishment of him being burned by fire as a deterrent. Okay, let's look at the next slide. So the next slide tells us about okay, so we got Applet of Absolute here.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
So, they didn't, like, actually burn him yet.
Not yet.
It's
They're
just
gonna
like,
give him a chance to, like,
if you screw up, we are.
no, it's saying, like, if we don't really think that you are doing this for the good of the people, if we really think that you're doing it for the good of yourself, the jig is up, we're gonna burn you with fire.
Okay.
Maybe we should threaten to, like, burn people with fire.
Cheat and you get burned with fire.
Cheat and you get burned with fire. That's pretty good.
Instead of just die. You could still die.
I mean, you're gonna die.
You should suffer. Just describing how they
Okay, so we got on the appointed day of pleading his case. Orgetorix I'm looking for the verb here. I think it's coegit, which means like compelled on all sides all of his own family even like his servants and his household people. To 10,000 men. 10,000 of men. That's how many people he brought there. And all of his clients and his own debt bondsman. That's what ab-iratos is. Of whom he had a great number. Okay, he gathered them in the same place. This is, remember, if it ends in dame, it means the same. He gathered them into the same place By these he rescued himself so that he did not say his reason. What does all that mean?
I don't know, but it sounds like he had all of his peeps like storm the place.
Why would he have all of his peeps storm the place? What's he trying to do? Not escape, but he's trying to, yeah, like create chaos, right? He's trying to create chaos.
Just to be clear, the Iratos, that's people that owe him money, right? Not people that he owes.
I think it's people that owe him money. I think. Yeah, those are who are indebted to him. And as clients, like those who are indebted to him financially. And then his clients were the ones that like he did political favors for. And so they were like indebted to him politically. So he basically got everybody he could rounded up to kind of like show he had support for his plan and to keep himself from having to give a real reason. Okay, so here's what happens. Okay, so we have a cum clause, this first part, because of cumulator rator right here. Oops. It goes all the way down here to cogurent. Okay, so we got... Okay, the civitas goes with this one. That goes here. Okay, so we got after the state, that's civitas. Okay, then we got this perfect passive participle. Having been excited on account of this reason. In other words, they were like exasperated by the situation that he brought all those 10,000 people in there. Okay. Tried to execute or to follow its own right. That's that jus suum. Its own right with arms. The magistrates compelled a multitude of men from the fields. Orgetorix died.
That's it. It just...
Now this is the best part. Okay. And suspicion is not absent Okay, then we got ut plus the indicative equals as. So that's what this is. As the Helvetians think. But that he himself procured death for himself. What does that mean? Yeah. Okay, so my question to you is, if he ends up dead, why does Caesar tell us?
He's not gonna drop the ball.
If Caesar ends up dead, why does he tell us?
Orgetorix seems like kind of a smart dude who has actually presented a problem.
Okay, he might have actually presented a problem, a credible threat, right? Okay, it gives Caesar, because he was a credible threat, it gives Caesar some credence to go in there and like kick butt and take names while they're vulnerable, right? I have victories are greater because the people are greater. So Caesar, through this episode, is establishing the horrendous undertaking he has to overcome. So they're not only like hostile to foreign people, they're hostile to their own people who's trying to take charge and all of that. Then he says, if this comes together, Rome's in trouble. You know, he's trying to set up, you know, the fear-mongering, what Rome, if, you know, what the Gauls could do to Rome. Kind of like, you know, the threat of Iran getting nukes or something like that. It's that boogeyman threat he's kind of building up. And if that does happen, aren't we glad we have Caesar to save us, right? To save us from these people. He's going to make Rome great again.